Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Dolly and welcome back to Project Ozone, where it always rains. Welcome back to Project Ozone. Last time we did most of the rest of the quests in the alpha, the beginning quest lines. We did all of the mechanism quests, and we are just waiting on the singularity to finish up. It's still got a while. I haven't really done anything off camera, so it's just kind of going at its normal pace. So yeah, we'll get there. And the only other thing here is the heart canisters. We need to get the green heart canisters. But everything else is done in this section. We need to do more ascendant stuff. I think we'll do that another time. We might do that later. Probably not. Let's be honest. We'll probably do that another time. And then we have a lot of immersive engineering and just a lot of technology stuff in here. Most of that should be pretty easy. And then the End Omega. Oh, hey, we need to make that. So we're actually going to make this enhanced charm of dislocation today. Before we go to space. So that is the plan. We're going to go to space. So before we do, we need to make the enhanced charm of dislocation. This item is from Draconic Evolution and basically allows you to teleport around. It does require another star and draconic cores. You know what? We're gonna come in here. We have a lot of draconium. Let's first of all tell this guy. So if we look up draconium, and I want to see stored as well. We're going to teach it this, and then we're going to teach it these cores. So we need the Wyvern core, which we'll need to get the nether star for. That should not be too bad. Not nether rack. Nether star. And I have enough. Cool. So we'll teach that. And we also need to learn the draconic core. And we need golden diamond. So nothing too difficult with this. It's just a matter of getting everything kind of taken care of. And now if we do the core, we can encode that, and perfect. So let's go ahead and put this stuff in here. Draconic core and the draconium. And now let's tell this thing to make what was it we needed for the enhanced charm? It was, we just need a Wyvern core. So we look up core, we can tell it to craft one of these, and not a problem. Cool. So it's gonna do that. It'll take it a second. Yeah, it's gonna take it a second, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. It should actually be done. So if we look up core, there's our Wyvern core. That is really nice. I'm not gonna lie. So we need some draconium. Actually, let's see. We need to make one of these charms of dislocation. Let's make 4 blaze powder and Eye of Ender. We need one of these. And charm of dislocation right here. We do that, and then we should be able to make this guy. We just need 4 draconium, and we need 3 ender pearls. Easy enough. So that will let us make the charm of dislocation. So this thing is by far the most important thing ever. what we're going to do is right here, let's get some ender pearls. We're going to want a lot. And you shift right click to this. We can add fuel. I believe you shift click. You can add basically all you have. It does a lot more. I'm not out of... Okay. I'm out of ender pearls for what it wanted to do. So we have 320 ender pearls, and we're going to set our first location right here. So we're going to add new. This is going to be home, commit, home, commit, blocked. So now anywhere we're at, we can just right click and we get teleported right back here. Exactly how we were. So that is going to be super important for when we go to space. Because, well, space is not the best of places to go. So let's start getting into this. We need to get oxygen, a bunch of oxygen stuff. So let's just look up oxygen. That'll be easy enough. We need oxygen collector. A lot of this stuff has EMC, but in order to get, we need to get compressor. So let's make a compressor. We're gonna need some aluminum, basic wafer. So in order to get a basic wafer, we need a circuit fabricator. Basically, we need to do all the Galacticraft stuff. So this is pretty easy. Let's see, we're gonna need some advanced control circuits. We're going to need aluminum, buttons, redstone, torch. Let's just get a stack of aluminum. We'll be using a lot of that. Redstone, torch. Let's just go ahead and get stacks of a lot of this stuff because we are going to be using a lot of it. We're going to need buttons. We're going to need butts. Fortunately, we've never made a button, so we need to get a piece of stone, and we get a button. And now we can look up the button. I'll get a stack, why not? And we need, let's see, I know we need a furnace. Alright, what else do we need? Circuit fabricator. We need the energy tablet, which is the enriched alloy gold. Let's go ahead and do... So redstone, we're going to need some of that. And enriched alloy, we're going to need some of this. And now we can look up the energy tablet and we get that. I thought I had gold. Evidently we used all the gold. No, I don't want that. I want just normal gold. And we can encode that. We can go ahead and put that in there. And I'm just going to tell it to make me an energy tablet. There we go. Because we've been making using those enough that it's just going to be easier in the long run to have it auto crafted. So there's a circuit fabricator. That does not have any EMC, unfortunately. So let's go hook this up. It should work just fine over here. We'll put it right here. No, that does not connect. Alright, can we just pick it up? God, I hope we can. Cool. Yeah, that does not connect. So let's get some. I wonder if the Ender energy connects. Oh no, I know what this is. They only connect from certain sides. So let's start a new little area. We're gonna get some. Actually, let's get the energy conduits from Ender.io and resonant energy cell, and let's get a solar panel. Solar panel 8. And we're going to go over here and we're going to place, alright, one, let's pick that up and do that and that. Let's go ahead and put this down. We'll set it so up is input, that side is output, and we're going to put stuff like this, and there we go. So let's go sleep real quick, let that charge a lot faster. And we have the circuit fabricator, so that's cool. We can make all the circuits now. So I think they're all called wafers. Okay, there's at least some. Let's see, circuit. Is there any of those? Let's just do at Galacticraft. So there is advanced wafers and basic wafers. Silicon, redstone, redstone torch, or repeater. So let's get some stone, because I don't know that I've ever, actually let's just check. Have we ever made a repeater? No. Alright, I didn't think so. I think we're going to need one piece of redstone as well. And let's go ahead and make the repeater. We'll learn that. We're going to need 2 diamonds. Don't need the buttons anymore. I'll keep the aluminum. We're going to need redstone, and then we're going to need 4 silicon. 1, 2, 3. Actually, which one's cheaper? Okay. They're both the same price, so who cares? And then let's just get some normal redstone just to have. We're going to keep this on us. And let's come over here. So this should be getting power now. It does. Diamonds in there. Silicon in there. We need 1 redstone. We need a redstone torch. And it's going to make our first, the basic wafer. And then the advanced wafer is the same thing, except it takes a repeater instead. And I don't believe there's any other wafers. Makes that nice little noise. It actually makes 3. And we'll do this for the other ones. And they're EMCable, so cool. So in order to make the oxygen stuff, we're going to need these compressed steel. So we need the compressor now. We're going to be making the electric compressor, which requires compressed stuff. So we need to make the normal compressor first. That's kind of, well, terrible. it's kind of annoying, to be honest, but let's go ahead and learn these. And now let's make the compressor. So, right here. Compressor is an anvil, some aluminum, copper, and a basic wafer. So let's grab a piece of copper and the basic wafer, and then we need an anvil, which I've never made, so we're going to need iron. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Learn new things every day. So there's the anvil. And there we go. So in order to make any of the compressed metals, we need to have a compressor. And we can't upgrade this until we get the other one. So this one is, unfortunately, all of Galacticraft's machines are really slow. Let's get some coal. And we need, so I want to make the electric compressor because, well, I don't want to use coal all the time. And it's going to require compressed steel and compressed bronze. So let's get some steel and bronze. And I believe it's 2. So easy enough. And I believe all this stuff is EMCable. Yes. So we're also going to need some reinforced alloys. So there is the compressed bronze. And here comes the compressed steel. And we will never use this machine again. So compressed. Let's get a bunch of that. And also let's get a bunch of that. Alright, this machine can now go in here. So, by the way, is the quest like solar powered stuff, airlock stuff? Oh hey, we've completed the space station. If you take certain things, you can build a space station. We don't really need to, so meh. Let's see, we need an anvil again. And Galacticraft, because, well, I looked at the ME system. So the electric compressor we can make. So let's take this over here. And we'll put it like so. Get the energy conduits going to it, and now we have all that. So what is next? Let's see. So we need to make all of the oxygen stuff. So oxygen storage module requires these oxygen tanks. We have some of those though. So let's see, what is it we need to make? Oxygen collector and detector. So I think most of that stuff is going to be up here. Oxygen collector requires a whole bunch of different things. Needs compressed tin. Yeah, it looks like compressed tin and aluminum. Well, I have some aluminum on me. Let's go ahead and get that compressing. Let's get some tin. What all is there? Compressed copper, tin, aluminum, steel, bronze, and iron. So let's get to copper, to tin, maybe, and iron. And I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, I have aluminum over there, so never mind. I should be good. There's going to be other ones later, but we don't have access to them quite yet. So there's a compressed aluminum, and we can start crafting all this stuff. Unfortunately, these machines are so slow. 10. And yeah, so there is going to be later, let's see, blue solar wave. That's going to be a circuit fabricator thing we can do later. There's also the heavy duty plates, which we're going to have to compress. So let's actually get that. So it's going to be 2 bronze, 2 aluminum, 2 steel. Easy enough, especially when we go over here and do compressed tin. Don't need that. Iron, aluminum, and then bronze in a second. Or not bronze, copper. So 2 bronze, 2 steel, 2 aluminum. Now what was the heavy duty plate? What it is, it's just not in that order. Alright. Because I know we're going to need those for the first like machine, like the first rocket rather. So 2 heavy duty plates. That is not EMC-able. So let's go ahead and have this do. Actually, let's do half a stack. And something like that. Cool. Alright, so let's start making the oxygen stuff. We need the oxygen collector. So we need tin canister, which is just some tin. Like so. We'll learn that. Let's see, what do we need? Oxygen fan, basic wafer redstone. And was that steel? So we can get that. Go ahead and learn it. I did learn those as well, right? Yep. Okay. Oxygen vent. What's next? Press oxygen connector. So let's learn real quick. This guy, we're gonna need one more vent. And anything else for this? Not that we can not like get more of. So there's that. And there is the oxygen collector. So there's that guy. Next is the oxygen detector. Right here. So we need 2 more oxygen vents. Let's actually just get a bunch of those. And let's get a bunch of the wafers. Don't think we need the redstone torches right now. So oxygen detector. There we go. Next is the decompressor. That requires the oxygen fan. Let's just get a bunch of those as well. Why not? And I need the redstone torches. Wow. I made a mistake with that. Alright. So that should be the decompressor now. No, what are we missing? The concentrator. So let's get a bunch of those. Alright, so decompressor. And compressor. And sealer. Cool. So that is all of that. Of these machines, we are going to need no. Oh, hey, those have EMC though. Why do these have EMC? So we don't need that or that. Okay, hold up. Do the circuit fabricator? No. Okay, that's weird. Whatever though. Decompressor will unload oxygen into an internal from oxygen. I don't care about that. We'll go ahead and learn that and this. So the oxygen collectors and so let's get this set up. So oxygen collector right here, we need to give it power. And it's going to collect oxygen. I mean, it's currently working. And we need the oxygen compressor. Unfortunately, I think we'll have to be like this. Can I actually put this right? No, not like that. Hi, Mr. Pigman. Bye, Mr. Pigman. I don't actually want your stuff. So, can I put it like here? Oh, cool. It's got that. So, that's convenient. And we can plug it in. Perfect. So, all we have to do is give it oxygen tanks and it will fill them up for us. So, let's grab. Do I have any oxygen tanks? I have 4 large ones. We're gonna need those for other things probably, but let's go ahead and start filling these up. It'll take a little bit because those are fairly large tanks, but I shouldn't need anything else. Now, the last thing that we need is the NASA workbench. So let's look up that. NASA workbench. This requires, oh, it's actually really easy. We need some levers and we need a workbench. And a crafting table. Not a workbench. It used to be called a workbench, that's, or at least in the community it was, but not anymore. Alright, so I'm missing something. Oh, I don't have enough steel. So let's get another stack of that, and there we go. There is the NASA workbench. It does not have EMC. So let's go ahead and put that over here. It's actually kind of a large structure. And it's pretty complicated. So to unlock schematics, you have to put it there. Otherwise, you just make your tier 1 rocket and go from there. So now we have to make the tier 1 rocket. Okay, I don't like seeing this stuff just laying here. Let's grab it, we'll put it away. Zombie heart, zombie flesh, sword, and the Minicio essence can go in there. Alright, so we need to make the tier 1 rocket now. So tier 1 rocket requires a nose cone, which requires heavy duty plates and a redstone torch. So hopefully we have enough heavy duty plates. So there's the nose cone. We need 4 rocket fins. So let's get that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're probably going to need more. Then we need the rocket engine. So a button, flint and steel, tin canister. Button, flint and steel. Was it a vent, I do believe. A bunch of these. And yep, just the tin canister. So that should be that. So there's the rocket engine. And now let's see if we have it. So the neat thing about this is as you place stuff, it does things in the background. It actually is making the rocket. So we just barely had enough. And hopefully this is the one we need. Cool, it is. And that is that reward. So there's a couple more things we need to do before we can go. It's not going to tell us. So we'll get to that in a moment. I'm actually going to pick this guy up and move him. If you pick him up at the right place, he breaks instantly. Just because I didn't like him there. Let's actually put him... Oh, I didn't actually pick up the gold nuggets. Let's put him... I don't know. Let's put him over here. Let's put him here. Just kind of out of the way for right now. So let's get rid of a lot of stuff in our inventory. And we have the rocket, but unfortunately we can't go to space yet. So we still need more stuff. Hopefully we can go to space. I want to go explore space. So there's one. Let's get the other one. So we need to get some more stuff. So at Galacticraft, the next thing we need is the launch pad. And we also need a couple other things, but we need the launch pad first. So, 10 decoration slabs. Let's see. We are going to need launch pad. So compressed iron on top of iron blocks. And luckily that's all we were ever gonna have to make with that. So iron, we need 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. So not too terrible. These do have EMC as well, but we're gonna need all 9. And the last thing we're gonna need with that, with the rocket itself, is the fuel loader. So steel, tin canister, aluminum, and wafer. So wafer, steel. Let's get a stack of that. Aluminum. and the tin canisters. So the fuel loader is made. Alright, now I want to grab a stack of a lot of this stuff, and we're going to make a stack of the heavy duty plates for later. So I believe it's something like so. There we go. Yep, it's running. So we have 2 full oxygen tanks. That should be plenty. We just need to get, well, we need fuel in order to load into the rocket. Let's, where do I want to do this? I guess just right here. Actually, we're gonna expand that a little bit. So let's grab some cobblestone with panel, and we're just gonna quickly build out this way. Just a little bit. And this should be good. So torches at the ends. We're gonna want to do our launch pad. We're gonna want the fuel loader, I think like so. And we're gonna want to run power to it, so we're gonna get rid of this. And we also need the fuel. So that's something I need to figure out how to get. Fuel. So fuel bucket from Galacticraft. We need the refinery, crude oil, which we can get an empty canister. I wish that this stuff had RF. Or not RF, EMC. So we're going to need to get some oil and get that refined. So let's make something to do that. It is called a, let's go ahead and put that away. We'll put our rocket in here. We also need to finish this quest. Epic reward bag. You know what, let's go ahead and open it just because we're probably not going to complete any more quests today. Speed belt and water walking. Do either of these have EMC? Water walking does. Don't care about the speed belt right now. So alright, we need something. There is a fluid vac. Yes. And can we get a tank of some sort? How about a... we don't have any portable tanks. Okay, so let's get some copper. Envar. Electrum. And Enderium. And some glass. And let's make portable tanks. So there's this one. Oh, they don't actually have EMC. And then harden, reinforce. Oh, it's hardened glass. So hardened glass. We'll make the reinforced. And then we'll make the resonant. Yeah, I forgot these don't have EMC. But we have this fluid. The fluid vac. We need to charge it. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll just come over here. And it'll take it a second to charge, but what we should be able to do is we need to go get some oil. So while that's charging, let's get the refinery from Galacticraft. So let's see what it needs. Refinery. Here we go. So 2 reinforced alloys. We need copper canisters, which is just copper. Bronze, furnace, and steel, I thought. So 2 of those, 2 of these. copper canisters, furnace. What else did it take? Reinforced alloy. Alright, easy enough. So let's get this. And let's actually just get this kind of tank will be just fine. So we'll go ahead and put this over here. And let's see. It is top. There's an input output. Alright, so we'll put it like this. That looks like oil, that looks like fuel, so we'll put that like so. We can go ahead and grab the fluid back, and we'll use this in a second. I will show what we're going to do to get the oil, and we need to get energy conduit thing. One should be enough, right? Yeah. And this needs power, doesn't it? Yep. So we're gonna need more of those. So let's get some more energy conduits. There we go. So just run this like so. That'll get all of that. Cool. So we have the fluid vac, and we have a container for the fluid. So let's go to the mining world, and in here we should be able to find oil pretty commonly. What's nice about the fluid vac is C to change modes. Pumps fluid in and out of compatible containers. I don't know what the orange mode is for. So let's teleport down, and I know there's oil down here pretty commonly. So let's just kind of fly around a little bit and see if we can't find any. I actually know exactly where there's some oil. It's just a matter of whether or not I want to go over there. Yeah, as you can see, I did a lot of digging, just kind of randomly. I was looking for things, and I don't think I found them. I don't remember, to be honest. Anyways, we're probably not going to get to go to space today, unfortunately. It's looking like I'm looking at the clock, and this episode's been going on for a while. I need to edit and record other things. Here we go. Here's some oil. So here's all this oil. And as you can see, we're getting oil. Now, what do we... oh, that's placing it. Okay. So I believe if we just click it, it will find... can we just like click this and it finds... So we have 25. Nope. Alright, so we just have to click the source blocks and hope for the best. So as you can see, this is probably the easiest way to get oil, rather than getting buckets and all that. There's a few other ways that are probably easier. We could have used an ender, what are they called? Ender pump. That would have been a nice easy way, but this works just as easily. And as you can see, there's plenty of oil here. We just have to collect it all. In fact, I'm going to light it up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better, so I can see a little bit better where the source blocks are. But yeah, so we have We have 150, 60 buckets. So yeah, we should have enough by now. But I'm gonna fill up most of this tank because if I can do this once and never have to do it again, that would be awesome. Alright, and even better is, alright, we have 215, and all I have to do is right click that, and we're out of there. Alright, so you can go back in there. Let's take this guy over here. We'll place him down, and we will pump out. So fluid. Let's just use these guys. It'd be just as easy. And auto extract active without signal. This is going to be refining fuel. And it'll take it a while, but let's actually do something like this. And okay, one, I want to make sure this is working. It is. Alright, and now I want to see something. Can we just immediately put this in here? Or do we have to use... Alright, let's see what happens. Disable. Active without signal. Fuel tank can be filled with fuel canisters, so no. So we're going to lose a little bit of fuel, but oh well. Let's just break all this. So in order to get the fuel in there, we're going to need fuel canisters, but always active. That's going to fill up pretty rapidly. We have a stack of the heavy duty plates. We have most of the stuff ready. So we're getting close to being ready to go to space. We're definitely not going to go today, just because, well, the episode's already long enough. We'll go next time. Before we do too much else, there's a couple more things we need to do. So one, I would like to get some more oxygen for my tanks, just because it's going to be safer. But we need a few other things. So let's look at Galacticraft. So we need to kind of secure everything with our tank. So our tanks go there, but it's not going to work unless we have the rest of the equipment. So let's go ahead and make the rest of the equipment. So parachute, string and canvas, which is more string and sticks. Easy enough. So string and sticks. So we'll make the canvas. We'll learn the canvas. And we'll take a bunch of it. And then I do believe it was like so. There is the parachute. I don't really care what color it is. White is fine. So that is the first thing. Next we need, let's see if I can't see it on here. It's probably the next page. Okay, here it is. The oxygen mask. We need an iron helmet surrounded with glass panes. So glass. We need 6 of these, and then an iron helmet. Easy enough. Glass panes, by the way, don't have any EMC, but we can get the rest back. There is our oxygen mask, and we also need the oxygen gear. We need to get these oxygen pipes. I should have saved that glass. Is there any glass panes in here? There is. Alright, let's get the oxygen pipes from that. And we can learn that in here. Those are really hard to see. So the oxygen pipes transfer oxygen, obviously. So we need to get oxygen concentrator, and it's just something like so. That's the oxygen gear. We'll learn that as well, and that is pretty much all we need in order to go to space. There is also frequency module, I believe. So redstone, repeater, iron, aluminum, basic wafer. Why not? So yeah, we're gonna have most of the stuff ready for when we're ready to go to space, which we're gonna do in the next episode. So let's get the frequency module thing. I can learn it, so it doesn't really matter. I think that's what goes here. And then the only other thing is something I don't even know if we can make yet. It's the thermal padding, which requires thermal cloth, which is okay. Wool around redstone. So redstone and wool. This is easy enough. And it has EMC, so thermal cloth. Just get a stack of it. And is it normal recipe? It looks like. So thermal pants, thermal helmet, thermal shoes. This basically keeps you warm in some of the places. Let's go ahead and learn it just in case we ever lose it. But that should be pretty much it for all the Galacticraft stuff. So literally once we get enough fuel, that's going to be refining for a while. Once we get enough fuel, we'll load up our rocket with some fuel canisters. So let's go ahead and make those. Filled oil canisters, fuel canisters. So we take empty canisters, which are steel, glass, tin, and what was the other thing? I didn't actually look. Tin. Okay. Hello, Mr. Pigman. Goodbye, Mr. Pigman. So compressed steel, tin, canisters, and glass. Alright, I didn't want to unlearn glass. So something like this. And can we just right click this? No. Let's actually put that in there, and let's break this. Alright, so once this is full, I'll fill up the rocket. We can also put the rocket, go ahead and put the rocket in place. Let's go ahead and get the oxygen tanks on. And something that's hilarious, the rocket, you carry it above your head and you like sneak, well, sorta, same animation, but let's go ahead and place it down onto the launch pad. And once we get some fuel, we'll load that up and head to space. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let's see how this is going. We are getting there. 60,000. That's one episode, so that's going to be a while. But next time we are going to go to space, kill some skeletons, and get the next schematic for the next rocket. and we will go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know we didn't do too much exciting things, but next time we will be ready to go to space, and well, we'll have fun in space. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!